Because we've got to get to this zombie driving thing. A recent study of 2,000 U.S. drivers, U.S. zombies, you could say, is revealing that more than a quarter of Americans are admitting to zoning out. This was funded by an insurance company, something called Root Insurance, and 27% say they do zone out. 55% feel like they're driving on autopilot. And on average, they say, I zone out about 4 times a week, and it happens more often during longer drives. Yet these people are saying that they're really good drivers. I always think, doctor, these people who we're always told not to text, but I see it all the time, text and driving. And I think these people, including that zombie right there, think I'm the one, I can text and drive. I'm really good at it, but probably not.
Well, but by definition, the zombie drivers are not the ones texting. What happens is our bodies go into this mode of automaticity. You know, we do certain things very well.
Wait, automaticity, is that what it is?
Automaticity,
okay.
Yes. We do things very well. For example, when you first learned how to start speaking, you thought and you had a lot of control over your tongue and how you breathe. And you get to a point where you don't think about that anymore. And, you know, if you try to take on a new language, you know, once you're over 9 or 10 years of age, you go through the same process and you stumble over the words. But once you master them, you don't think about it anymore.
Sure.
And
makes sense.
What happens is this thing called flow. It's a mental state.
Yeah.
And that allows you to process things that are in a much deeper mode by letting your body go into that automaticity mode. Now, most people who do go into that zombie automaticity driving are driving, and they're driving from work to home or home to work or someplace that they go all the time.
They're used to it.
They're used to it, and their brain is sitting there. So if somebody steps out with a baby carriage in front of them, they're automatically right there present in their driving because their brain hasn't shut off. Their brain is allowing that automaticity walk to work in while your brain processes maybe a discussion you had at work, an argument with a spouse, or some very deep, troubling thing, or maybe a deep processing thing you're trying to work on. And it allows you time to actually process it very complex things. So now, not every one of those drivers is that way. Some of the drivers, unfortunately, maybe are inebriated or doing some other types of things that we shouldn't be doing. But a large portion of people fall into that mental flow. Other people who do that do it, for example, musicians, when they start playing a song and they're playing with their band or whatever, and they go on, and I've talked to professional musicians who walk on stage, and then, you know, they walk off the stage 2.5 hours later, and they're like, God, that was only like 20 minutes. We didn't play enough because they fell into that mode, and the automaticity, their brain just took over, and they were able to express their emotions and get into that really deep spiritual kind of place without having to consciously focus on it. And it allows you to be human. It's kind of a great thing.